The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we get the Dow flat, Nasdaq's up 1, S&Ps are up $1.50. We have gold down 680 at 1076. That's going after that swing low from last week of 1073. We have silver at 1420. Bonds, the 10-year off 8 ticks, 126.13. The 30 off 10 ticks at 152.30. And King dollar up 22 at 99.56. And as we start this again, I feel like the and people have told me this a million times. What is the movie with Bill Murray? The
Groundhog Day.
The Groundhog Day. Okay. And why, this is why. Okay. So watch. Okay. We know, of course, I got my claws out, but I'm going to start again. With how many stocks are down. It's blowing my mind, man. That the indices are at highs.
I was looking at this as I walked in here. I hadn't seen it, and I'm looking. I'd heard about Dick's Sporting Goods, of course, but then I saw that same company, Clovis Oncology, is down again like 13% after being down 65, 70%, right, in one day.
Yeah. So check this out, folks. Okay, Dick's Sporting Goods is down 17%. You wake up in the morning, it's down 17%. That's a $6 billion company.
And their numbers weren't that horrible.
No.
I looked at it. I mean, their same stores only grew by like 0.4, and they were looking for 2.1% growth or something, but they missed by a penny on earnings, I think.
That's a beat. That's pretty intense, man.
There was nothing glaring to be down that much, but I bet that just maybe has to do with everything else, of course, in the retail sector.
No doubt.
Combined with them.
And the reason I'm saying Groundhog Day is that every day you're looking at when you actually look at the marketplace.
Urban Outfitters, that's an enormous one, down 15%.
Right.
Keurig, down 7%, 6.5%.
Athena Health, 6%. It's just amazing. I mean, it's amazing in the context, folks, that we're still at highs. And this is, you got to wrap your head around
And if you look over to the left side, and your biggest ones are a couple at 5 and 6%, and then you got 1, 2, 3.
That's right. And those 5 and 6%, those horizons, those are
competitors.
No,
I thought you were going to say they're competitors.
They're ultra doubles and triples.
Oh, okay.
Right here. This is the horizon beta S&P H. You know what I mean? The smart real estate.
Sure.
So it's just crazy, man. I mean, look at this. Oh, forget this one. Look at this. Oryx. Some of these biotechs are getting killed. Or what is it?
Osiris.
Osiris Therapeutics down 21%. Norfolk Southern, big railroad, down 3%. What's that 6% there? MPLX down 6.5%. Remax Holdings. Ooh, that's interesting. Let's pull that up. That's down 5%. Why is that down so much? They should be making money.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at Remax here. So RMAX. What's going on with that? Isn't it pretty wild that the indices can be at highs?
Yeah.
And these equities can be down so dramatically? Look at that thing. That thing's taking a beating.
It is.
Yeah. Now, this is off the highs.
It's quite a chart, huh?
It's quite a chart. RMAX. So check this out. This gets. What gets intriguing about this is that.
I guess if you owned it for the last month, you're still out money, but.
Oh yeah, no, you still have money.
It's a quick turnaround for sure.
It's a quick turnaround, and realistically, that you had 39, 36 from December of 2014 is basically a decent level.
Right.
But so picture like our fund. Okay, so what ends up happening is that, and this is where the internet's changed everything, right? Is that real estate brokers in general get 6%.
Okay.
So let's say if you could discount it to 5%, 5.5%, whatever. Okay. But the reality is that so what happens in the real estate business, if you're a listing broker, that's where the real money is. So a listing broker, if you and I are out there hustling, we're getting listings, right? We get 3%, and we just want everyone else to sell our product.
Sure.
Right. But what has happened with the internet is that when we sell properties, we give brokers 3%. Now, that only costs us $295, no matter whether the property is $300,000 or $100,000 or $800,000. Because now there's so many other sites that they allow you to use their multiple service listing for $295. Some of them are $50, $60. The one at $295 we feel is better because it really blasts. There's just more service that you get.
Okay.
But think about that for a second. That just cuts commissions not in half, but almost in half.
Yeah, so you're saying you go from the 5 to the 3, right?
We go from 6 to 3.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
even if
you
you
discounted it at 5, I get you, but it could be 6%, 6 to 3.
And we get just as much.
$300.
We get just as much coverage.
Yeah.
And what I really feel happens is this: is that these brokers love dealing with us because we answer the phone. Because what ends up happening in this business, and I can understand it, I guess, there's so many calls that people get that a lot of agents won't call you back.
Okay.
I get it myself when I'm looking for real estate. You know, they don't call back. I say, well, this is amazing.
Sure.
And then I've asked them why, and they say, well, you know what? There's so many people that call. We try to figure out who to call, who not to call back, and that's a tough one, I guess, in their aspect.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, but that's, that business is changing because of the aspect of the internet.
Yeah, access to information.
And this is pretty cool. And Airbnb. Yesterday, they announced they just did a deal with the Jacksonville Jaguars that they're going to sell tickets to the football game with a ride the day of the game.
Okay.
And they're going to highly discount the tickets. Isn't that a trip?
Interesting, yeah.
So, and what happens, folks, is this: is that Jacksonville is the worst team in the league.
I was going to, as you said, I'm sure they have some problems filling that stadium.
They do. They have the
unique opportunity.
It is. They have the cheapest tickets already.
Yeah, and they have an abundant supply, right?
Huge supply. But isn't that pretty cool?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking of you. Tommy lives right next to the arena, the hockey arena.
I live
pretty close to it.
Close to it, yeah.
Right. And so you can jump over there in a second or jump in the football game in a second. There's going to be plenty of people that live kind of close to that that say, hey, why not go to the game?
As easy as possible.
Right. Yeah. And so it's going to work the same way. If you have the Uber account, you hit the Uber account, they take your ticket.
Tie it all together.
They bring it to the game. And especially a football game, people are drinking. It's a great idea.
For sure.
I heard this morning, folks, this Uber, of course, is destroying the taxi cab business. So I heard, not the CEO, no, they hired this guy off of Google. Was it off of Google? Yeah, the guy just came from Google, I believe. No, you know who this guy was? Oh, this is the trip. This is the guy that was behind the social network when President Obama got elected. Okay?
Okay,
so
the social network.
Meaning he was in charge of all the social network.
Okay.
Going out, making sure that, campaign-wise, okay?
You talking about David Plouffe?
Maybe.
Okay, this is Uber's chief guy? Yeah, he was a really big Obama guy.
Exactly.
He was more than just a social guy.
Right, but that's what he was known for. Because yesterday, what he was talking about
he was
yesterday,
an architect of a lot.
They were asking him yesterday.
It's David Plouffe.
Yeah, so they were asking him yesterday about the service in general. So the mantra that he was talking about yesterday was pretty cool. He was saying, listen, what Uber's doing is it's getting people home safe. It's taking cars off the road, because we was talking about in these major cities. He was in Manila talking yesterday, okay? That is taking the pollution off the road. It was just an interesting take on the whole deal. That he thought that in major cities that people would either not have a car, 5 or 10 years from now, or have one car versus two.
Yeah.
So it was interesting.
Do the math. Do the math. Combine your payment. Combine how much you spend on gas. Combine your insurance payments that you pay. Combine how much you spend on tires.
Right.
Combine every time you get into an accident. Every time you pay a deductible.
Right.
And then look at how cheap Uber is.
And how quick.
On a daily basis, if you're not going far.
Right.
There's no reason for you can have a chauffeur practically everywhere you go on top of it.
Right. And then, so at the end of the, he was getting interviewed. It was, I heard this on CNBC. So this was pretty cool. At the end of the interview, they're asking him, so they switched to presidential politics again. And they said, well, what do you think? He says, well, bottom line is that the first media is Facebook. And if you're not on Facebook, that's bigger than TV. And of course, the TV people said, well, what are you talking about? And they said, and then he brought up Trump. He says, Trump is disrupting everything.
Sure.
He says what he has done. He's the master of the social media right now, because what he has done is he doesn't even move from his office. He calls everyone up, telling them, you're going to interview me, and that's what you're going to do.
Yeah.
And he says the rest of the people, they just don't even have a clue as to how to even handle that.
Yeah.
So it was a quick interview, but it was really intriguing.
And it's tough to keep up, though, because he has such a head start being a TV star and a well-known name and having a presence already. It's just he's at a perfect time where that landscape has changed, and he's kind of the first person that's been able to take advantage, I think, of how you can just run your own show.
Right.
And get your own coverage and
It was a great twist. The reason I thought it was such a great twist, folks, was this, is that he was the guy behind President Obama. He's at Uber right now, and there was no BS. He said, hey, man, this guy is twisting everyone.
Yeah, no.
Isn't it wild?
To get that kind of coverage and not pay for anything, that's all that matters, really.
It's intense, man. There's no doubt. And, I guess that's
how it is. For the foreseeable future, at least.
Well, you can see it.
Yeah.
You can absolutely see it, because there's definitely more of a touch.
Yeah. I mean, you have through social media, through the internet, you just have a platform. You don't need the media anymore. That's what you don't. You used to need them to produce your interview, to disseminate it, right? To
say yes or no.
To get an audience for you. Right. And you don't need those avenues to get an audience anymore.
My God, unreal. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are down 6. Nasdaq's up 2. S&P's are flat. We got gold down 870. We're going after that 1073. Silver's off 4 cents. You got the bond market 9 ticks down on the 10, 13 on the 30. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow flat, Nasdaq's up 6, S&Ps are up 2, and we get these 13F filings out. We were talking about them yesterday. Man, there's a couple pretty intense moves out here, and one of them, this is a fund. I don't know this fund, but it's out of Boston. It's Grantham Mayo. They're known for the bearish views of Jeremiah Grantham. He quadrupled his holdings of Valiant Pharmaceutical in the third quarter. 6.5 million shares, bringing a total stake of 8.2. Now, that's pretty intense, man, because it's down 59% since the end of the third quarter.
It's called dollar cost averaging to an extreme level, huh?
Oh, my God.
I mean, so what did he have before that? He went 6.5 million. He only had 1.7 million shares.
Right.
And he just bought 6.5 million shares.
Right. Before the downdraft. Yeah, let's bring up the...
I mean, that's going to bring his average cost down. That's one thing he achieved. We'll see if it works out, right? I mean,
it wouldn't because it bring his average cost down from where he was at, but from the third quarter where he bought it, it's down. This is the
those have to be before 45 days ago.
Exactly.
I see.
September 30th. There it is right there.
I just wasn't looking at the date. Sure.
So you're talking $160 is the minimum, the low, and you're at $72.
Yeah.
Isn't that intense?
Yeah. Would you say is the low? Yeah, 160.
Well, I'm taking 160.
Yep. Right, if you bought it at the very end.
At the very
he probably didn't, right? He probably got it at around 200 at least, or something. Yeah.
Who knows? You know what I mean?
So you look at that, 200, or even it's at least a $100 loss.
Times 6 million, right?
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna. Right.
We'll bring this up.
It's an extra 600 million. That's the danger of
dollar. There it is, right there.
Dollar cost averaging occasionally.
6.4 million shares. That's intense.
It is.
That's pretty heavy.
When you look at it across the board, though, as anyone with those positions, no matter when you're buying.
Yes, there's no doubt.
They're all as of October 1st, pretty much.
Exactly.
Except for a couple, and they're all over 5 million shares. So you're talking about at least $100 drop since that level. So half $500 million
the amount
for any of those companies.
The
in
amount
the top,
of money lost is incredible.
I mean, any of those companies in the top 15 ownerships.
Well, see, what blows my mind about this guy, though, right, is this guy's a bear. So I'm trying to figure out why would he buy?
Yeah.
He's a bear in the market.
Right. No, I saw that.
In general, do you know what I mean? It's like, man, this is pretty intense. So, see, he's the biggest buyer. So
for sure.
When I just flip this around, those are the biggest buys that occurred as of September 30th.
You don't know what's going on in the option market when they have these.
No, you don't.
That's the only.
You don't.
That's the only.
Yeah.
When you're talking about positions of that big with that type of losses, there's just. Hey, you never know.
Well, what happens is this, though. So what happens is that this filing here, this 13F filing, if in fact he did have large option positions, they have to be filed also. Okay. Now, it wouldn't be in this filing, but we'd be able to read it. Do you know what I'm saying? So what happens on a 13F filing is this, is that any large positions that any fund that has over $100 million has to file their equity position as well as option, as well as derivative position in the equity.
Okay.
The thing that funds yell about, folks, is this. It only has to do with longs inside the equity market. It doesn't have to do with shorts. So the longs go bonkers when this happens.
Yeah.
That you can actually go short an equity.
That doesn't seem right for sure.
And a derivative of that equity and set
Without
that
filing.
up. Yeah, without filing. You know, so they have a.
Yeah.
There's an argument to be made.
Yeah, for
There's
sure.
definitely an argument to be made. Let's go and we take a look at that gold market. So
That sounds like some China rules, but go ahead.
yeah, it just.
Yeah, I mean that's a rigged game to, right? No.
Yeah, no. I can understand. No, if I was,
I'm trying to see
if I was,
that almost helps the shorters, right?
The longs say it does help the
Yeah,
shorters.
no, so
What ends up happening. See,
How could it not having to reveal your hand, right?
Right.
Any information in the market. Go ahead, but yeah.
No. You're right.
Yeah.
But the ironic part about this, right, is that the only way that you can get shot that position is by what? Is by getting it off of Goldman Sachs or Morgan Stanley. You have to get the stock has to be lent to you in order to get shot a position. So someone always knows. Like there's a couple firms, there's one firm in particular that I know about that I've dealt with quite a bit. That what ends up happening is that they always have enough stock to lend, okay? They make a huge amount of money lending it to you. And it's not, people say it's 3-5% and all that. It's not that much money in the context. It's a lot of money because they want to lend to you because they make a lot of money on the margin because you have to put it on margin.
Sure.
So it's lending the money. And then they pay so much per share. But you can see the dichotomy inside it. Yeah, Tommy and I are going to be right back, folks. You stay right there.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry, powered by the acclaimed Taz proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the Taz Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow up 40, Nasdaq up 18, S&P's up 7.5, and there's no doubt we just got that little pop.
Little acceleration for sure.
Acceleration.
We were just flat. Dow's up 40 right now.
Yep, and we'll see where the volume's going to shake out there. Thus far, let's see what we have. You got, it's anemic thus far. You know, so bottom line, I really want to see it get up to that area. And that's a long way. You know, the area that I'm looking for, not so much in the SPY. The SPY, you know, we got to 206.30. The SPY is 206.95, the number. The Qs, though, are a lot higher. You know, so we'll see whether the Qs can, and both of those areas are lows of the downdraft from November 9th.
November 9th, yeah.
Yeah, you know, the Qs is a lot further. You know, we're dealing with, what, we got 111.89, and that number is 112.86. Man, that's a long way. Hey, we'll see how it shakes out. You get let's see, it's Tuesday. We got a short week next week.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
Really short.
Really
yeah.
short.
Markets open a half day on Friday. We'll be closed. I mean, that's
right.
That's the only time I think the whole year that we're actually closed that the market's open.
It
to
is.
put how slow that actually that day is.
Right.
So.
Right. And to give everyone off. Right?
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, the market's doing it. It makes total sense, right? I'm just saying that. So it's literally, and then you're talking about Wednesday. Everyone's traveling. That's almost a nothing day too.
It is.
So you're really Monday and Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
You're right.
No doubt. And now, you know, depending where you are, this is pretty wild. In Florida, well, in Pinellas County, all the kids are off for a week now.
Oh, are they?
Isn't that wild?
That is.
Yeah. What they did is that this Friday they give them off the whole week now.
That probably makes sense. I kind of remember as a kid that week being
Monday and Tuesday,
just like we were talking about trading. You know, it's like, how much are you getting done when you really got Monday and Tuesday, and that's it.
You're paying for nothing. The kids, so check this out, though. This is going to be pretty intense. There's some of the kids in Florida going back to school this year, August 10th, 2 weeks early. Now they'll get out.
They have different schedules down here than the Northeast.
That's right. They'll get out 2 weeks earlier.
Yeah,
the following
up
year.
in Boston with the snow days sometimes. I mean, but they're going. They get
June
pushed back.
24th,
I was going to say. I remember years when I was a kid that when we had bad winters, they pushed almost to like July 4th.
I know.
remember a year or two.
Because we'd be down the Cape waiting for everyone to come down, right?
Exactly. And July 4th now, so they go the other way at least.
That's pretty sick.
But they do start a few weeks earlier than the Northeast ever does.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, these look at Under Armour's getting hit too. I can understand.
Yeah.
You know, the Under Armour deal.
They're sold in Dick's Sporting Goods. You know, that's the first thing I thought when. I mean, that's probably they're sold everywhere.
Yeah.
No matter what in the malls. So. You're talking about Nordstrom's, Macy's, that type of deal. I'm sure that's, I think of malls, I think of Macy's, I think of lids, right? The hats, the sporting goods.
I was listening to an interview, I think I told you this, maybe I talked about it, for the CEO of Under Armour, man. He was amazing.
Yeah, he's a dynamic guy. He's built quite a company.
He really is,
and
man.
They're going into that wearables technology really big time.
Yeah.
And I could see that being a good play. I don't know much about what they're paying, what they're doing, what they're making, but I know that, I bought a Fitbit at one point. I haven't been good at using it, but I use an app called Strava on my phone, which is it keeps track of if you go bicycling. It's if people use it biking, so it'll track you, it'll track your speed, all completely free. And then, of course, you have the iPhone going in, the iWatch, which I don't have, but they're really getting into that. And it's cool. You can, your iPhone right now has a pedometer, I believe, so you can see how many steps you take without even doing anything. And that's good, especially if you like, being active, keeping control of your exercise. I enjoy the biking.
I think they all have them, because I have one.
Yeah, I bet they do. If you have GPS, that's all you need in terms of tracking how much you're going. But I like, now with the Strava app, I have a heart rate monitor, which I don't use just because, but you strap the heart rate monitor on, and then that hooks up Bluetooth with your phone, and then it's keeping track of your heart rate, your speed, how far you're going, all that stuff.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
Yeah.
So I think that, and I've heard the interviews with him before where he starts talking about, you're going to be wearing a shirt that's going to tell you your body temperature, your heart rate, and it makes perfect sense.
He's quite a communicator, man.
It just makes perfect sense. That can't be far when it's not hard to get your heart rate, I don't think. There's advances they're going to make in that technology of what you're wearing, and it seems pretty cool. Just that's all.
Well,
every kid, that's going to be I could see that not even being a fad in a bad way, just really taking hold of wanting that technology. Once your friends have it, and once, imagine being high school football players. Look how Under Armour took off. That was like a high school college takeoff, where even in pro sports, but. You play a lot of sports in high school and college more so than afterwards, and so it was kids at that level, and I could see the same type of thing where you want that technology when you're active, you're young, no matter how old you are.
And inside that interview, his mantra, this is pretty cool. He was talking about that they have a lot of different products right now, but the mantra still is, did you sell any shirts today?
Really?
Yeah, because what he was talking about
is that what they are? Go ahead.
That's what they're known for.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that they were changing the structure of, I'm not quite sure what their shirts do. I like them, do you know what I mean? But he was explaining what they do.
Yeah, I think it's more that, they don't hold the moisture at all.
Yeah,
He was a football player. I forget where he went. Maybe Stanford. He went to a great school. He's a football player. And he, I played football. I know you played football. Those T-shirts, you take them off and they weigh like 5 pounds.
Yeah,
he said there has to be a better way.
Interesting.
And that's how it came about. And he went out, created this technology, and said, I want a shirt that doesn't absorb all this sweat. And,
wow.
And that's the technology.
That's cool. That's why we like them.
So there's a lot of companies that try and make that same fabric and that same shirt, but he was the first one, really. When I was in high school, I remember it. Hockey, football.
Yeah.
You wear the T-shirt, and it's drenched.
All that hockey equipment stinks. Hey, I went skating the other night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice work.
I went skating. It was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, it was amazing. At an ice skating rink in Clearwater.
Sweet.
I think it's the first time I went skating in, like, who knows?
Wow, right.
30 years?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I had a blast, man. My bum is killing me, man.
You fell?
No.
Oh,
just from going so fast.
Okay.
And I work out,
just from going so fast.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right. Yeah, ice skating, yes. Yeah, a bear on ice skates. Yeah, totally.
Right? Nice.
I'm going to go buy another pair of tacks. There's no doubt. I haven't had a pair of tacks in so long, man.
So did you rent skates?
I rented skates.
Did you have to rent figure skates?
No. Thank God I
good.
didn't. No.
Most places, that's your only option.
That was my first pair of skates when I was a kid, though, figure skates.
Yeah, no. That's usually the option.
I took spray paint and painted them black.
I remember you telling me. They look better than white, I'm sure, right?
Hey, I didn't care.
Yeah.
I knew I was going skating. That's all that mattered.
Oh, great.
Yeah. That was fun, though, man. We should go.
That's awesome. I will.
Yeah. I told Nico. Nico's going to come.
Nice.
Yeah.
Totally. We'll do it.
So, market-wise, bottom line is that this thing wants to bounce. I like this anemic bounce. That's what we need, man.
How about we take a look at oil?
Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea. Okay. So, the oil market, you talk about been bouncing around. CLZ.
I pull it up on most days, even, just to check out what's going on. Even as talking about car prices and gas prices, I have to work every day, and I like $40 a barrel oil.
So Well, it's going to be interesting, man, because, yesterday, we got to 40.06. It had some volume, but today you're backing down there. Let me make sure I'm writing the right contract, because oil goes from month to month, so that turns over pretty quick. I got to make sure if we're turning over, it's okay understanding you're turning over, but I just want to make sure, because you got to tie these. Yeah, we are. So you got to tie these contracts together.
Okay.
So. Yeah, okay. So we're still going to hit that low, man. So the low of yesterday on the F contract, which is going to be December, I think. Or no, it's going to be January.
Yeah, I think it's January.
Yeah, no, it's still December. That's
okay.
Interesting. Even though the...
Yeah.
No, first delivery is January. It is January. Yep, it's January.
I thought that's what it said.
So, the bottom line is that little baby is good. That looks like it's going to go after the lows, man. And we got our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. He's going to be doing a workshop this Thursday, right?
Thursday. So he does his show tonight after you, 5 p.m. And Thursday, he'll be doing his workshop so he does a show 5 till 6, 6:30 p.m. He's going to jump on with his subscribers, do an hour-long workshop on the current OPEC meeting coming up December 4th.
Right.
So I think that's exactly 2 weeks out from when he does his workshop.
Okay.
He does it on Thursday. Following Thursday is going to be Thanksgiving, and then December 4th, coming up the week after that, the OPEC meeting.
And you can come over to the front page of TFNN. You can test his newsletter, which is a Technical Commodity Report. You get that for a month, right?
Yes.
You get in the workshop this Thursday.
Yep.
And there's no doubt the dynamics.
We launched
technically inside this are pretty intense.
What's cool is we launched it. He wanted to talk about it because he's so into commodities and everything, and he thought with OPEC coming up, this is a perfect time to really do an event with his subscribers.
Yes.
And how much oil has moved since he even put this together.
I know.
There's a lot to digest, and I'll be in there watching for sure.
And now there's even more to digest because of between ISIS, between
everything.
Russia, between us, between they came out here this morning. So
we started talking about this a month ago, putting it together, and Andy's saying I want to do this, and there's just so much good information that he has to go through about what's going to happen in this market.
Yeah, there's no doubt, and it's pretty intense. There's no doubt, because what you do have is that it looks like the sanctions on Russia are going to get removed because Russia's going to do a deal with France.
Okay. I hadn't heard that. Okay.
Yeah, it was across this morning. Well, it doesn't. It's not saying that they're going to get removed.
Okay.
But if they're going to do a deal with France to try to, do something with ISIS.
Yeah, that all matters.
Well, here it is. France's ally.
Yep.
President Vladimir Putin ordered Russian naval forces in the Mediterranean to work with allies as allies with French warships and attack at Islamic State targets in Syria. So the bottom line is that I don't think
they doubled their attacks in Syria on Tuesday, carrying out 34 cruise missile strikes. So he's doing some work in Syria with France, and I'm sure
that embargo is going to change.
Yeah, no, relationships matter in that for sure.
Right, no doubt. So oil-wise, we'll see where that's going to shake out there.
I mean, I started seeing articles, and I didn't read them, but these states are going to have $1.50 oil, those types of articles on the internet. Yeah. So it's just interesting that's, we're at that point.
Yeah. Let's see. So at unleaded gas right now, CRB, let's see.
I mean, I know that I've seen oil around $2.
Yeah.
And we're at $40 a barrel, and so we're not far off.
No, we're not. Unleaded gas, there it is right there. Look at that. Whoa, we're not far. So check this out. Unleaded wholesale right now, folks, $1.23. So at $1.23, let's put this up. Oh yeah, man, this gets you get much lower, and they can hold this for a while, but yeah. I mean the wholesale low is $1.1763. 0.63. You break that, man.
Yeah.
Now, what are we spending all our money on? If we're saving it on oil.
You tell me. I bet you know.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I mean, the mantra inside the marketplace was, as soon as the oil goes down, the retailers are going to make a fortune.
Okay, right. Yeah.
And that certainly didn't
Doesn't
play
look
out.
like that's happening.
Yeah. And I guess another way to look at it, though, is that it seems that when I say retailers, it's the clothing retailers that really have got killed.
Macy's comes to mind, of course.
Yeah, Macy's, Nordstrom's, now Dick's,
Right.
Urban Outfitters. Let me just, but Max. Let's see what Marine Max is the one. Are the boats getting killed? No, I wonder what Marine Max is. I got to find out.
Yeah, the same Walmart. Walmart had decent numbers, though, right? What is that, even or up a little bit today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're going to need a lot more than that. But they did have decent numbers,
Yeah.
so let's see what they have to say. Okay, so let's see. This is always tough at the beginning. Let's see.
Right there.
Okay. So they added 2.7 billion in sales. Their comp was 1.5%. Earnings per share is $1.03. But that $1.03, this always gets interesting. 4 cents of that was an adjustment from certain leases. Total revenue is 117 billion. That's still amazing on 90 days, right? 90 days, 117 billion. On a constant currency base, it was 122 billion, an increase of 2.8%.
Yeah. Fiscal year 2015 revenue, $500 billion.
$500 billion, right. I think one of their problems is that they've squeezed prices so dramatically from their suppliers that it's hard to get prices squeezed more so they can save more money.
Oh, yeah, no, I think they reached those economy of scales years ago, right?
And that's a big deal. Look at the market. The market wants to go test that baby. I like it. Keep going, baby.
Dow's up 100 since we've been on the air.
Let's get that test going. So inside the Dow Industrials, what we'd be looking for is November 9th, right there, right?
November 9th, there you go.
Yeah, 17,667, only 100 points away. And simultaneously, though, we need lighter volume. So this is Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien. We want to hear from you folks. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow is up 85, Nasdaq's up 23, S&Ps are up 11. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, don't forget, no matter where you're listening right now, you can get us 24 hours a day right on your cell phone. TFNN.mobi gets you the mobile, just audio. If you want to get Tiger TV, just go to TFNN.com, hit the right-hand side to see hit Tiger TV. Our service will understand what device you're on.
I do sometimes just say, I listen to TFNN.mobi in my car all the time. You know, if I'm not here by the time John starts his program, I'll pull it up on my show on my phone and just put it right next to me, and it's perfect.
I know. Because it seems...
Because the video sometimes will have, you know, you can't stream HD video on your phone, no matter, you know, it's just what kind of signal you have, especially if you're driving, you're just picking up your cell phone signal.
Right.
If you have Wi-Fi, it's simple, but in the car, I can't watch it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
That's
but you know,
right.
I mean, that's why TFNN.mobi, I just pull it up and I
And it
listen
sounds different coming through your car speakers, doesn't it?
I know you say
it's
that.
A head
I don't
game.
think it is.
I think it's a head game.
I've listened to you on the radio, and it's the same exact thing. It is.
No, but that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And, you know, so 8 o'clock in the morning, folks, today to 6 o'clock in the afternoon. We got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next, and Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim, the option program.
Totally. Great show.
Huge.
12 noon every Tuesday.
Yep.
Check it out. Give him a call. Bounce some ideas off him. He knows so much about options.
And he's going to be, because what he's going to be talking about today is option expiration, Friday. Yeah. You get monthly option expiration, third Friday of every month.
I really like listening to that show every week.
The strategies are fabulous. Yeah. And then Steve Rhodes, Dave White, myself, and Andy Hecht's going to be back this afternoon.
Go try out that Technomental Commodity Report. Get a 30-day free trial. Attend Thursday's workshop. OPEC. It's a great deal. Check it out.
And as we're talking, you know, you get the market going north.
You can't go wrong with what oil is doing.
And have oil going south. Yeah. This is going to get interesting. So CLF5. It just
worked out well, the timeliness of
it did, man.
You know, let alone the OPEC meeting. Oil is active right now.
Oh, man. You know, it's a mind blower, man. And, you know, you said this to me years ago, even before you were in the market so much. Remember? I remember you saying to me maybe 10 years ago, how does oil go up and down $2 when we use it?
Yeah, what always so cool to me is when the market can be so wrong pricing something that is such a massive amount, whether you're talking about a company like Google, whether you're talking about a commodity like oil, a commodity like gold, that, you know, you can say, well, the market yesterday that oil was worth $50 a barrel, But today they decided that yesterday they were off by about like 30%. Right?
No, I
and it's
agree.
only been trading forever in grand scheme.
And how can it be off that much? Yeah.
Right. It's trading forever, and that's just, supply and demand. That's it. They were that wrong. New information. That's what new information hits the market, changes everything. That's
And now what new information is saying that we have so much oil that there's bathtubs filled with oil everywhere.
I'll have to read that article.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
No, I hear you. Right. No, I hear you. I know. It's saying something like that,
because
right?
it's like, okay,
It's not saying those bathtubs are dry.
No.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Look at we're getting this.
And no matter if you trade it or not, I like watching it because I drive 40 minutes a day to work. So that's, whether that's cool to me. From just a curiosity more, I can't do anything about it. I'm going to drive 40 minutes a day no matter what. But I like when I see it go down.
But is interesting is that when I look at the unleaded gas, every time it's low, man, I fill up the boats.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong.
It's the different ball.
And I just look at it through my car, let alone people up there paying for heat for gas. I mean, you're talking about big money.
I'm glad we're not in the Northeast. All you people in the Northeast, though, you're going to save some money this year, because that diesel right now still. Let's just take a look. So. Diesel heating oil right there. Diesel's $1.40 wholesale right now.
Yeah.
So that's your heating oil. And that's still big money, but that's nothing compared to what I'm sure that they bought before. Because remember when we lived up north, look at that broke lows. Oh, this is pretty cool, man. So diesel broke the lows of August.
Maybe Andy Hecht will be talking about that tonight.
It's a beautiful
Check
thing.
it out, 5 p.m.
Check it out. You stay right there, folks. Dow up 87, Nasdaq up 23, S&P's up 10, Basil's coming right back. Have a great day, have a safe day. We look forward to speaking to you tomorrow morning and, of course, this afternoon.
Thanks, Mel.
Wow! Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.